Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's another video. Okay. This is probably becoming a thing. So yeah guys, today we're going to be talking about 3 books that I've read this year that have changed my life. Like one of them I reread, the other one I've read like 3-4 times now because it's just that funny. And the other one was birthday gift from last year and I just finished it during lockdown. So these are very good books. They might work for you, they might not, guys. To each their own, okay? I'm just going to tell you what worked for me. One of them a lot of people have talked about, so clearly it did something right. Like, nyana, ne? So, let's get into it. So, today we're going to be talking about 3 books that I literally believe changed my life, because this year I decided I was going to read more to improve my just self-development, but as well to improve my financial intelligence, because I believe I was starting to go a bit off. Ne? So these books kind of helped me realign myself. The other one I started reading but I'd stopped. So yeah, the other 2 are books I've read quite a long time ago. One my dad gave me when I was young, so my dad's that person. And the other one, a good friend of mine gave it to me last year, and it's a book I read and immediately recommended to any and every female I've met since I finished reading that book. So let's get into it. Number 1, Smart Money Woman by, I hope I pronounce this right. It's RSA Ugu. She's Nigerian. Guys, this book is amazing. It's top notch. Like, I would recommend it to anyone. If you'd like, I have a copy of the ebook. Please comment down below and I can send it to you. But this book is amazing. I say it's amazing because it's not just practical, but it's also funny, because she managed to mix fiction and practicality. And for me, that's very rare. It's either I'm reading a fiction book or I'm reading a self-help, professional self-development book. This was 2 in 1. Now, I really enjoy reading, so like it was easy for me to pick this up. However, it was a very refreshing experience to read a book that you love and enjoy it, but at the same time, at the end of every chapter, she puts a practical tip that she associates with whatever she was talking about in that book. And it kind of made me see just how much money I was being milked off by stupidity and peer pressure. Like, it is hilarious and then very depressing. But like, you kind of pick yourself up like very quickly. This book is centered around 4 women, and they are all 4 women that come from different backgrounds. One is a working mother, one is a young professional. Like, all the characters will hit to you some way, somehow. And it basically shows you just how much, especially our generation, well, millennials and the generation in between, I don't know what they call them, generation X, Y, Z, I don't know. But yes, how we keep up with the Jones, and that can make you lose a whole lot of money and so forth. So she gives practical tips at the end of every chapter for you to amend and edit and work on your personal finances in a way that women directly would understand, because it's the small things like that pair of shoes that you want, or you keep going to friends' weddings, so every time you go to that wedding you buy a new outfit because you can't post the same outfit on the gram type thing. Like, you get me, right? So yeah, things like that. So I would recommend this book to anyone. And fun fact, she's now turned it into a series that's going to be on DSTV, which is an African streaming service, but I'm not sure yet if she's going to stream it on any international places, but definitely you guys should check it out. And there's now a sequel to this book. It's called Smart Money Tribe. It's not available internationally just as yet because COVID, but you can order it directly from her. I'll also put the link down below. I'm waiting for my copy, but yeah, COVID kind of hit, so there's that. But definitely, guys, you should check this one out. Book number 2. Now, this book is like the typical book everyone who has a parent who wants their kid to be financially aware or that kind of thing will give you. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Richard Kiyosaki, right? I think that's the name. I'll put it down below. But it's one of those books that he has so many different versions of it. That's how well the book is done. There's a kid's version, there's an adult version, there's a for dummies version. Like, that's how good it is. But this book breaks down financial intelligence, financial investment, financial management down to such pieces, like to pieces in a way that you'll understand. Like, like the most basic person will understand. He uses big words but manages to also then explain them and what they mean, so that you also don't get into that thing where, sometimes people see big words and they're just like, time out, that's too big of a word, now you're trying to confuse me or trying to make me look stupid, so I'm not listening to you anymore. Yeah, no. He makes it easy for you to understand. And he breaks it down into quadrants and all this cool stuff that makes you sound smart when you now repeat. But it's a very good book that you need to read if you're a young adult looking to work on your investments. And even as in, like, not a young, like an adult, which I think I am now. It's kind of scary, but that's a story for another day. But yes, young adults, kids, there's a for kids version as well that I believe I'm going to give my kids so that they understand, because I'm not going to have financially stupid kids. Like, that's a no. But yes, it's definitely a book that you need to read and check out. I always tell people, just because someone suggested a book doesn't mean you should finish it all at once. Some books are meant to be read in pieces, and I believe this book is one of them. You read it, and then you try and implement these things to yourself one by one, and come back to it and kind of do, so like a lot of trial and error stuff that you would do. And I believe it will change your life. And it'll help you save, it'll help you make better investments, it'll help you make better financial choices. And I think that's what all of us want, to make better financial choices for our future so we can build wealth, and especially generational wealth. I'm all about building generational wealth. My kids' kids are going to be rich because I was rich. Okay, and they're going to keep that money going. So, right. And the last book is called Fuck It, Do What You Love. Right. Now, I remember my mom's reaction when I got this book, and she was just like, is there a need for this obscenity on the cover? Like, yeah. But thankfully, you don't even see that swear word come up a lot as other books do when they have such titles. It was a very eye-opening book. Like, it made me dig deep into myself to discover what it is I actually love, what it is I think I love, and what I actually love. Because you realize that sometimes because you're good at something, you think you love it, but you're just good at it. It doesn't mean you love it. Some people just have things that they're naturally good at. Like, I'm good at making people feel comfortable and talking. Doesn't mean I always want to talk. But here we are. So a lot of people just assumed I'll be a radio host or a TV show host. I fear being in front of people, like on a stage purpose. Like, this is easy for me because it's just me and my camera. The moment you tell me I have to speak in front of a crowd and whatever, I'm just like, what? I'm socially awkward. But so you see, so it helped me really be honest with myself and sit down and see what it is I'm good at, what I'm not good at, and can work on. Because there's some things you're not good at, but you can work on, and you become better, and actually helps you. And then there's something that you're just never going to be good at, leave it alone. Right. And then there's things that are your purpose, and then things that are your passion, and how to find a way to make all of those work for you. Because it's rather unfortunate, not everyone does what they love. Like, not everyone's in that job that they love or that they enjoy. Some people are just there to clock time and make money. And I feel like that's really horrible. I want to do something that I enjoy to some degree, at least, if I'm going to be spending so much time of my life at that job. So this book really helps you sit down and be honest with yourself and gives you practical tips to do it. Because sometimes someone just tells you, okay, sit down, write this, write that. We lie to ourselves. That's the other thing I realized when I was reading this book. We lie to ourselves sometimes. Like, it's not necessary. Like, no one's going to read this thing after you're done with it. It's for you. So when they tell you be honest with yourself about something, be honest with it. When you're self-reflecting, be very honest with yourself. Because there are things you'll discover about yourself that you will be surprised when you now read and you're like, didn't know I really enjoyed that much, or that it gave me so much peace to do that. Like, it's strange. Like, I find cleaning like peaceful. Like, it gives me this form of zen and achievement. But bear in mind, in my mind, I hate cleaning. But the moment I start, I can't stop. Like, I will clean the whole house top to bottom and it'll be sparkling, whatever you. But the thought of actually starting the process always gives me like anxiety, like the heebie-jeebies or whatever. But I've now learned that it's something that I should schedule and just do it, because once I do it, I am at peace on a different level. I can start working and I have this sense of clarity for the next task that comes. Whatever I do after I've cleaned the house, I'm always like, go, 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 and I do it so quickly and I have a clear idea of where I want. So you discover things like that. So I believe it's a very good book to look into. And if you can get a copy of it, you can check. There's this website I always check to get all my books for free. I apologize to all those authors, but I always end up buying the paperback because I'm that person. It's called pdfdrive.com, and it's a very good website because it gives you various types of books, be it textbooks, fiction books, romance books, self-help books, just the whole lot. You'll find them on that website. So, guys, those are the 3 books that have changed my life this past year. Because you guys, 2020 has been a lot. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below and tell me what books you've read this year that have changed your life, whatever it may be. What books you can repeat and you still get some new idea every time you read it, because I feel like that's smart money woman for me. Every time I read it, I come up with something new to fix my life. I don't know if that was the intention, but girl, I say you did the damn thing with this book, okay? So, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And come back to the next video, guys. Bye.